final de hoje está muito rock and roll. Você vai ver o The Look conhecendo um dos seus maiores ídolos, Steve Hackett, o guitarrista da banda Genesis. Cara, eu não acho que ela tá mais rápida não, cara. Acho que você tá ficando bom. Tá ficando mais fácil pra você.
É difícil falar isso aqui, cara.
É. O simples é difícil às vezes.
Acostumado a ficar fazendo...
Cara, sabe por que eu insisto? Porque a música foi feita nesse célula aí, nessa levada aí. Ela veio daí.
Legal.
Tem um momento da minha vida que ele foi muito importante, né? Até para a formação musical. Obviamente para a formação musical, mas quando eu era moleque, com 13, 14 anos, e eu e os meus amigos na praia, descobrindo a vida, vivendo momentos de muita felicidade, alegria, escutou a música dele, aquilo marcou muito, né? É mais ou menos o que as pessoas vêm falar sobre o RPM, né? Muito legal. Vai ser muito legal.
Tá nervoso?
Não, só derrubei toda a água aqui no meu coisa. Olha, parece que eu fiz xixi na calça. Olha isso.
Não, e se sair tremido, vocês sabem que eu também tô nervosa.
Pra mim é uma espécie de um super-herói da guitarra, assim, porque quando eu nem tocava guitarra ainda, ele tocava na maior banda do mundo, cara. E essa banda veio pro Brasil e todos do RPM estavam lá, mesmo sem se conhecer um ao outro.
Right.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Steve Hackett.
How are you doing?
Hi, Mr. Steve
How do you
Hackett.
do? How do you do? Right.
I'm
You're
very
filming, aren't you?
happy to
Yeah,
meet
good.
you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
It's my wife Jo.
Hello, Joe.
Joe.
How are you?
Joe without my glasses.
Mr. Steve Hackett. Eu sei que tem um monte de gente aí que tá pirando com a presença desse cara. I want to ask you, how did you start playing?
Well, my father was a musician for fun, and he played many things. He played clarinet, bugle, mouth organ, guitar.
Gaita?
Yes, in Brazilian, yeah. And so when I was very small, I tried to be just like him, playing the guitar. From the age of 2 years old, I was trying to play this instrument.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, from
Oh,
the
very
age, and then by the time I was 3 or 4, I could play some tunes on it. So
Did you come to Brazil in '77 with the Genesis?
yes, I came. Well, I came before that. I came with friends to visit.
Yes.
So I got from Rio first of all. I got to hear that they were playing Genesis music on the radio here, and you have to understand that in England, Genesis wasn't even being played on the radio in England because we only had 1 or 2 radio stations. So I realised that we were in some ways better known here than we were at home. So and then about 2 or 3 years later, we came in 1977.
maybe my song. Here it comes again. Maybe my song. Here it comes again.
For you, which is your best work?
Well, actually, the album that I've just done, which is about to be released, I think is probably the very best. It's coming out it's called Wolflight, and it's coming out at the end of the month. Other than that, I think the best albums I've done, I did an acoustic album called Tribute with 6 pieces of Bach and more sort of difficult.
Yeah, classic music.
Classical stuff, yeah. But Spectral Mornings I love very much, and Selling England by the Pound I like very much from Genesis days. I've done tons of albums, sometimes on my own, sometimes with other people. So it's all one song. It's an odyssey. It's a journey. It goes on until my fingers don't work anymore.
For me, Trick of the Tail is one of the best Genesis albums. I would want you to say something about Trick of the Tail.
Well, we play quite a lot of things from Trick of the Tail, actually. We play Dance on a Volcano, we play Squonk. In the show tonight, we play also Los Endos from that. And there's some other songs on that are very good as well. Entangled, Ripples, I think some of the strongest.
I know all the Genesis albums and Trick of the Tail a lot.
Right.
And yesterday I heard it again
Right.
and heard for the first time some sounds. It's a very good point of music.
Yeah.
Say, how was the recording?
Well, I just did my first solo record just before that, but I had a few ideas left over, and those ideas turned into Dance on a Volcano, Los Endos. So they were some of the best, and Entangled. I had an idea for the verse of that. Yeah, acoustic 12-string stuff, and harmonies. So it's a group album. It's I think a strong one, and the one that came after, Wind of Wuthering, I think was a strong group album too. We had some strong tracks which didn't make it onto the record because in those days records were getting shorter to get maximum bass response on grooves. But we had a track called Inside and Out, which was actually very, very beautiful. It's eventually all these things get released and re-released on compilations. So,
And what about the big pieces? 15 pieces. How do you in the band make the composition? Because it's for me that I play 3 or 4 minute music.
Yeah.
How can you do that?
Well, in those days, in the 1970s, we had a band from 71 to 75. We had 5 writers in the band. So it makes a difference. Peter Gabriel, Mike Rutherford, Tony Banks, Phil Collins, me. And it means that if one guy doesn't have an idea, another guy has an idea. And Tony was very prolific with ideas, very good developed stuff harmonically, and Phil, of course, rhythmically was superb. Pete was I think in terms of presentation, he and I had an affinity with each other, because we realized that for the band to progress and get a wider audience, we needed to have a light show. And
clothes.
yeah, well, his clothes, that was another matter, of enacting the songs and living the words and making that.
It's very important
Right.
because
Yes.
musicians have ego.
Yes.
And I noticed that you sometimes were playing seat
Yes.
with your Les
Yeah.
Paul,
Yeah.
and I think it's very important for musicians to distribute the function on the band.